Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
What's up, everybody?
Jesus Christ.
I feel better this week. I'm still ill, but I feel better.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Timelapse podcast here with me, Alex, and a tonsillitis-filled George. We now know it's not coronavirus. We can now.
It's in fact tonsillitis.
Yeah, it was quite fun. I told my mum what happened because she thought you died, and she said why. Back in her day, they just ripped them out. But now they don't do that.
Not immediately, no.
I mean, would you like to get your tonsils ripped?
I would not. Apparently, it's incredibly painful after the matter.
I mean, I can do it for you if you like. I'd have a lot of fun with that. It's like that scene from A Toast to London with the Bruce Forsyth.
Yeah.
Okay, now George, can you do me a favour? Because I think it'll be an interesting sort of podcast. Can you just look at your Instagram for me?
Yeah, sure.
Look at picture number 1 and then look at picture number 2.
Okay, it's just loading up.
Just gonna wait. Suspense.
First one, for people watching, the first one is a picture of...
I'll get a snapshot.
Jack Black having a drink of Guinness.
In Ireland.
And in Ireland. And then the other one is a picture of our mutual friend James with an Oompa Loompa. That's so creepy.
No, he was handing out Haribos as well.
I didn't know Donald Trump had visited.
Yeah, he tried to say green as well. But no, yeah, he's handing out different Haribos. It was like a lucky dip.
My god, that's so creepy.
He had to put his hand in a sack, and if you got lucky, then you'd get the. I got Tanfastics, which I think is the best Haribos. So I'm pretty happy. What's your favourite flavour of Haribo, George?
I like a Tanfastic, but I like the blackcurrant dinosaurs.
Never had those actually.
They're damn nice.
I always like a bit of golden bears, or gold bears, what are they called? I like those.
Gummy bears.
Yeah, just the gummy bears.
Yeah, nice.
And it reminds me of that Big Hero 6.
Gummy bear. Yeah.
He's like, chop, kick, gummy bears. It's just big Baymax hitting the machine. But no, what have you been up to this week, man? You've been off, so I assume you must have watched something or did something.
You know what? I haven't really done much. What did I do?
You must have played a game or watched something. Apart from
you know what? I've been playing a lot of Breath of the Wild again. The old Legend of Zelda's.
How is it?
It's damn good. I forgot how good of a game it is, I'll be honest. Like, I really do enjoy it.
See, I'll be honest with you, I'm quite disappointed because you've had a week off and you still haven't caught up on all the TV that you need to finish. Like that. Yeah. I know. I've been watching more of The Stranger, which I would recommend to you. However, you'll get to it when you're 21 years old and there'll be 3 series out. So, The Stranger Series 1's really good. Jake Dudman's actually in it quite a bit.
Okay.
He's like the 4th main character.
Nice.
And I just try and like think that Anthony Head's Krillitane throughout the entire thing. It makes the series like even better. But no, I'll be very surprised if there isn't a series 2. To be honest, I haven't got to the end yet though, so it might just conclusively end. But it's some really good stuff. For me though, apart from that, what else have I done this week? I feel like I've done something. Did I do anything? I must have done something. Actually, no, I haven't done it. I haven't done much. It's been a busy week. We've been finishing off our advertising unit. We released our adverts, which I feel like, especially our first one's quite strong.
And then the second one's a bit like meh.
I thought that's funny. I know this is going to relate, but you say I really love when someone said the caramel flavour, but that scene is in the video.
Oh yeah.
So you're like, I loved it when this was to this, and they just didn't say it in the video. Also, by the way, whoever said that original Lucozade is strawberry flavoured, you're a cretin. But no, it was good fun. Anyway, mate, we got a lot of news to get through.
Indeed we do.
We'll start off on a low this week because I feel like we may as well, before we get into the jokes.
Because screw everybody else, we're starting off on a low.
Just because I feel like obviously our podcasts are quite joke orientated, so I think to just just bring it down a bit. But we have lost an actor in Nanny McPhee.
We're actually covering this, yeah?
Yeah, that's why not. It's acting.
Yeah.
Have you seen both of them?
I haven't seen them in a very long time.
Have you seen them though?
Yeah.
I actually prefer the second one.
Really?
Yeah, it's the ginger kid from Nanny McPhee. Raphael Coleman. He was actually a climate change activist as well. So good job.
It's the ginger kid.
Well, yeah, because there's another ginger one. The reason I prefer the second one is because it's got Asa Butterfield in it, and I think Asa Butterfield is a fun. Is it the second one that's got Asa Butterfield in it?
I honestly do not know.
He's doing a lot these days, Asa Butterfield. He was in the Simon Pegg film, wasn't he? About the,
yes.
Yeah, he was in it. Nanny McPhee in The Big Bang, 2010. Only she's got 76% on Rotten Tomatoes. Yeah, no. So rest in peace to him. And again, considering that he didn't really continue acting, but he went on to do climate change stuff, I think that's really a cracking thing to do.
Yeah. My pressure sensitivity isn't working on my tablet. It's really annoying.
Yes. But for now, we got some news. Do you want to do Doctor Who news, or do you want to do? We got some Oscar news. We got some Birds of Prey news.
Birds of Prey news.
Yeah, it's bad stuff, man. We'll get on to that now.
It bloody is.
No, the film's actually really good. Well received. 85% Rotten Tomatoes, I think, as it stands. Well reviewed. Crack it up there with Shazam in terms of quality. That's what I've heard from people who've seen it. However, so I'll tell you now, it's standing on 80% Rotten Tomatoes and 86.7, so it's a decent film.
Okay.
Just decent. However,
yeah.
Warner Brothers wanted a 75 million opening for Birds of Prey domestically. So in the US alone, it's only got 33 million.
Holy.
And internationally, they wanted 110 million, it's only got 46.
Yeah.
Right now, so it's not doing too well. It's underperforming quite a bit. And I just want to ask you, as someone that wasn't interested in the off like me, what do you think ruined this film from the off?
Their depiction of Harley Quinn, probably. I'll be honest.
I thought Margot Robbie killed it in Suicide Squad.
I haven't seen the film, so you're talking to the most like.
Have you not seen Suicide Squad?
Nope. I've stayed away literally from all of those films, even Wonder Woman. I've heard that's quite good, but.
Well, have you not seen Shazam? You'd like Shazam.
I haven't seen Shazam's. No.
Shazam, you'd like.
Shazam.
But no, I mean, for a big superhero film to flop like that, that's strange, isn't it?
Yes.
Especially because the only thing that really people liked about Suicide Squad 1 was Harley Quinn. But I didn't see this get marketed very much. I saw like one trailer.
Yeah.
It's not been on the buses here in England.
It's been on bus stops.
But I haven't seen it on a bus. Which normally they do for
Sonic,
these films.
That's because they reserve the buses for Sonic.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Coming in next week's
Too
episode.
fast for the naked eye.
So somehow we got to watch Sonic before next Tuesday, so get better, boy. So we can watch this film. Sonic Heroes.
I am Sonic.
I'm just again. I just feel bad, but I think even that amount of what they were after was a bit too much, considering this has a 15 rating here in the UK. I don't understand they were hoping for that much, but hey. Do you want to talk about? I know you're not a fan of award shows, but however, the Oscars were a thing.
Indeed.
And I'm quite happy with the results myself. So yeah. You probably haven't not seen any of these films, but I hope you know of all of these actors. So first of all, the best supporting actor was won by Brad Pitt.
Lovely.
For his the great film Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, which I know you haven't seen because again you don't watch movies.
Yeah, true you are.
Based on last year, what film do you think won Best Animated Feature?
Best Animated Feature.
Because this is up your alley.
Of last year.
Yeah.
Klaus.
It wasn't Klaus. It was Toy Story 4.
Oh, no!
He doesn't like Toy Story 4.
What's the point in it?
It's so good. I love it.
I'm annoyed at my tablet right now. It's not been right since the divorce. It's not working correctly. It's
Again,
really
we
annoying.
keep saying we need to do a lot of episodes, but we do need to do a Toy Story episode because I feel like
Yes, we do.
we like the opposite ones.
Yeah.
So the ones you like are the ones that I don't like as much. I think they're all incredible though.
Yeah, they're all good films, don't get me wrong. But
no,
I just don't see the point in there being a fourth one.
Toy Story 4 beat out How to Train Your Dragon 3, I Lost My Body, Klaus, and Missing Link.
Missing Link's a good film too, man.
I enjoyed that, but I thought it was Aardman originally, but it wasn't.
No, it's Leica.
And then Parasite won the Best Original Screenplay, beating out Knives Out, Marriage Story, 1917, and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Which again. Then our film Jojo Rabbit. I say our film, but the one I was pulling for.
Taika's film.
Won Best Adapted Screenplay, which beat The Irishman, Joker, Little Woman, and The Two Popes.
Nice.
And then we got some live action shorts, which I haven't seen, to be honest. Best Production Design went to Tarantino again. Costume Design went to Little Women. But then the big ones, obviously, Best Supporting Actress. Have you seen Marriage Story?
Huh?
Have you seen the film Marriage Story? It's on Netflix.
I have not, no.
It's so good, man. You need to check it out. There's so many good films coming up that you haven't seen. Watch them. I gave you my Netflix subscription for a reason. But no, Marriage Story, Laura Dern won for that. Best Cinematography went to 1917, another film that you need to see. Watch 1917.
I know.
Best Sound Editing went to Ford versus Ferrari. Get in! Not Ford versus Ferrari. Then Best Sound Mixing went to 1917. Best Film Editing went to Ford versus Ferrari. Get in! Best Visual Effects went to 1917. However, I wanted Avengers to win it because it was the last big Avengers film. But you can't get what you want. Then Best Original Score went to Joker, which I'm like, fine. I don't remember anything from the score of Joker.
No,
apart from that weird piano thing that played throughout the entire thing. But nominated was Star Wars: Rise of Skywalker, which no matter how you feel about the story of that, I thought the soundtrack was incredible. So I'm really surprised they didn't give it to Rise of Skywalker. Myself. But there you go. Best Original Song went to I'm Gonna Love Me Again from Rocket Man, which I thought was great.
Nice, cool.
Best Actor went to Joaquin Phoenix from Joker, which is the only award I'm okay with that film getting because you can't deny that was a cracking performance. Then we've got Best Director went to Bong Joon-ho for Parasite. Again, you do need to check out Parasite. It's actually a really good film. Although it's not in English, you will enjoy it. It's quite funny. And then, do you know what won Best Picture? Did you hear?
What won Best Picture? I think I did. It was.
Do you want me to read you out the nominees?
It was the Korean film, wasn't it?
Yeah, Parasite. Yeah, Parasite.
Yeah.
Great stuff. Do you know the films that beat out? I'll see was it because you've seen two of these maybe.
Okay, go on.
So it beat out Ford versus Ferrari.
Okay.
It beat out The Irishman.
Okay.
Jojo Rabbit.
Nice.
Joker.
Okay.
Little Women.
Okay.
Marriage Story.
Okay.
1917. And Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. By the way, out of all those, the only one I haven't recommended to you is Little Women. And you still haven't seen any of the ones I've recommended to you. I know you don't like recommendations, but these films are good, man. And
I know, I'm just not too big into that sort of thing, man. Like, obviously, I like watching a film, but I'm not one of those people who's like, there's a new film out, so I need to go and watch it immediately.
Unless it's Sonic.
Unless it's Sonic or something I'm genuinely really interested in.
It said every film student ever. I don't care about Tarantino, but Sonic. That's when I rush to the cinemas. Jesus Christ. I assume you'll be rushing to see what Pixar are bringing out this year, though, right?
What are they bringing out this year? I haven't seen anything.
Yes, you have. Onward.
Onward. Yeah, I'm quite looking forward to that. I think it looks quite good.
And Soul.
And Soul.
Have you not seen the trailer for Soul?
I have not, no.
It stars Jamie Foxx. And he falls down a hole.
Okay.
But anyway, we're going back to our regular news on viewing figures for Doctor Who. So, Praxius last week got a overall overnights of 3.97. Where do you think it got in the 7 days? Take a slam.
16th most viewed.
I don't have the most viewed with me. I just have the number. How many millions?
7.
You got 7?
Yeah.
We'd be well off, mate. None of these have hit 7 all season, so 5.22. which makes it not the bottom of the bunch.
What's the bottom of the bunch?
Nikola Tesla overall, and only 5.2.
Oh, okay.
However, mate, not good news because episode 7 is down from 3.97 to 3.81. I'm okay if it's stayed. To be fair though, I don't think overnights matter as much anymore because of how we consume it and how iPlayer is such a big thing. As long as Doctor Who ends up beating Dancing on Ice, because I have the more in-depth thing here on the Doctor Who News.net. Well, it did beat Dancing on Ice, which is the important thing. Because obviously the 7 days is the official rating. So it did beat Dancing on Ice, which had 5.06 million. And then it was the 12th most BBC television. It's the 12th most watched thing on the BBC and the 28th overall watched.
Nice.
Which isn't bad. The top of the week was again Call the Midwife. No, it was White House Farm on 8.27. And again, you haven't watched it. You haven't watched that either, have you?
Nope.
It's so good. I feel like what we need to do in the off season is every week introduce each other to different things and see what you think.
Yeah.
Because there's gaps in our knowledge and fandom.
Yes, there are.
No, I would say as long as we're in around the 5 million over the 7 days, I don't think we're in any trouble. Really. Because again, if you're beating out your main competitor, and also Doctor Who has never been the top viewed anything anyway. It was only last series when we had the first female Doctor that people really flocked to the show, but there was always going to be a massive drop off.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, Tennant, when Tennant was in his heyday, it was incredible, but we were never going to get those heights again. I feel like Doctor Who is always such a big merchandise, cash cow for the BBC. They're not going to cancel it anytime soon. Because although these are 5 million in the UK, you've got to think about the viewing figures everywhere else. It probably goes up to about, we don't even know, it could be like 12 million or something.
Yeah.
So overall, we're only thinking about the UK figures here, so I don't think we're in too much of a trouble.
No.
Just yet. Do you know what? I think this could get a lot of iPlayer views this week as well because of the whole depression message. I think that would have got online and people would have looked at that and gone, you know what? Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
But no, I just want to... obviously this week we got some more news on the Faceless Ones. That's coming out on Blu-ray very, very soon. It's going to be released in March. You can now pre-order it. It will be released on the 16th of March. Have you seen the steelbook for this, by the way, mate? It looks sexy.
I haven't seen... No, I haven't.
I'm going to send you a photo of the steelbook right now, because I want to get your opinion. Because I think Doctor Who steelbooks lately have been next to incredible. The Doctor Who merchandise in general has been great, isn't it? Let's be honest.
Yeah, it has been. Although I'm seeing a massive lack in actual consumer products that people would just go out and buy for like their kids or something.
Well, yeah, it's because character options can't do shit. I'll be honest, I'm not a huge fan of character options figures.
No, we've been through this on the podcast before. Neither of us really are that big a fan of character options.
I saw the blooming Marvel Legends stuff in game. It looked incredible. Like
they are. I collect them. I've got loads of them.
So yeah, man, look at that.
I will. Did you send it to me on Insta?
Just WhatsApp.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, look at that. I think that's really cool. I've already given this one. I've given this the pre-order. For sure.
I really like that.
Again, that's coming out. We got another one coming out as well this year.
Nice.
We got another Who story, and that is Fury from the Deep. We don't have any information on when that'll be released just yet.
Yeah.
But how do you feel about the animations? Have you seen any of the second Doctor animations or the first Doctor animations?
I've seen a few of them. I think so. They're not for me. I don't think. I think they do a brilliant way. That how do I put this? As an animator, or as a wannabe animator, I find that they are just too robotic. Because they're not done on a high enough budget, and because they're not properly it's difficult to say. It's just that's not really my style of animation. Basically, what they've done for the Doctor Who animations is
go on a tangent. This is what podcast is.
Yeah, of course. They've basically they've done it with puppets rather than drawing each frame over and over again. So it's a quicker way of animation, but it means that a lot of the life that like the classic Disney animations had and stuff like that, they're gone. Obviously, if you have a bit more budget, you can happily make a very good, lively animation with rigging and puppets and stuff like that. Loads of current, like kids' TV shows are done like that and stuff like that. But if you're gonna want to be, I think they could theoretically make a Doctor Who animation with a slightly bigger budget, and it would draw in so much love. So much. But because I just find it so janky and difficult to watch sometimes.
When you say bigger, are we talking like Dreamland levels of quality?
No.
You can't beat that. Oh, by the way, my friend said that... he won't name this, he don't want his name to be said, James. But he said he wanted us to do a drunk reaction to Dreamland.
Oh mate, we actually could, yeah.
Because obviously last time I haven't seen. We went to Cardiff to look at some student accommodation because that's what we're studying.
Yes.
But later on that afternoon, we came back to mine, and I recently got the special steelbook, and George was like, "Dreamland's on there. Do you watch Dreamland?" I was like, "I've heard it's shit, but sure." And then I just happened to have a few cans of rum in my house. He was like, "You're going to want to crack these open, mate." And then, yeah, we need to do it.
I agree.
Just swig back.
That's a cracking idea, that.
Yeah, I also just say, speaking on content levels, I want to say thank you for the great response to my Cyberman theory that came out this week. Huge.
Indeed, yes.
You know, obviously, it might not be big in the grand scheme of most YouTubers, but to even get that many views and I had some conversations in the comments, and just that sort of stuff. Thank you to Baby Yoda for subscribing as well. I thought it was George. I did think it was
Baby Yoda subscribed.
He did subscribe, yeah.
Good lad.
He did, yeah. I thought it was you. Didn't I message you straight away? I did.
Yeah, you were like, "Is this you?" I was like, "No, mate."
Because for the sake
Baby Yoda just loves your content.
For the sake of wondering why I thought it was George. If you don't know, George's Instagram is Baby Yoda.
Yeah, my current Untempered Productions Instagram profile picture is a picture of Baby Yoda.
That he drew, yeah. It's really good stuff. Speaking of drawing, do you want to let people know what you're doing?
So, what I'm about to start doing now is I'm going to be drawing the thumbnail for this video, for this podcast, and I'll be uploading a time-lapse of me drawing this thumbnail onto my YouTube channel once this video's up. So yeah, if you want to see, if you've seen the thumbnail and you thought that looks quite good, wonder how that was done, I will literally be uploading, I think it's literally going to be like a 2-minute video, something like that, of just me scribbling it down and yeah, getting it done.
Absolutely. George, are you ready for a bit of review time?
I am.
So,
let's do this.
So George, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Oh, yeah. I see what you did there. Very good.
How you didn't get that off the bat?
Can you hear me? Yeah, of course I can.
I should have done I should have done the toast thing. No.
Alright, hello Toast. Hello Stephen. It's Clem Fandango. Can you hear me? Yes, Clem Fandango. I can hear you.
Anyway, so this episode, Can You Hear Me, was written by Charlene James and Chris Chibnall. It was directed by Emma Sullivan, which was her first directing job on this series. I think she's doing next week's as well.
Awesome.
It was released last Sunday at 7:10 p.m. on the BBC. George, give a very brief, what is the story of this one?
What's the story in Balamory? Very brief synopsis of Can You Hear Me?
I thought you did the X Factor dude then.
Of the X Factor! Basically, we find ourselves in, what was it? 1600s?
Aleppo.
No.
It was Aleppo.
Aleppo in like the 1300s. And basically, this woman is this street rat is worried that these creatures from her dreams are going to come and kill everybody at this hostel she's staying at. One of the matrons at the hostel is like, don't be so bloody stupid. She does not listen to them. They all get killed. Naturally, whilst this is happening, the doctor is dropping the fam back home. Yaz has got an important lunch date with her sister, and everybody else just wants to go and get back to normal life for a little bit, which, to be fair, don't blame them. And basically, the doctor ends up hearing a distress call from Aleppo. She goes there, she finds these weird creatures, and at that point, the gang ring them, the fam. Each one of them saying that they've spotted a weird bald bloke in the corner of their room, Pa Graham, who has seen weird flashbacks of Nicki Minaj. And basically, the doctor picks them all up, and they go and find themselves on a space station where a girl is being held captive between two planets. We'll explain more later, but
they all get fingered.
And then they all get fingered. Jodie Whittaker gets tied up and then fingered. Really strange episode. Whilst Nicki Minaj sort of like comes back out of the prison and she's like, "What's up? Let's go and eat some nightmares." Naturally, the doctor manages to use the Force and get out of her handcuffs ex machina style. And she somehow manages to save the day.
See, I can't tell whether this is the meds yet.
This is not the meds. Trust me.
So, George, what did you think of... Can you hear me?
You know what? I liked this episode for what it was. I feel like there could have been more character development with the villains. Like, they are pretty big things and like cosmic entities. Absolutely. That I feel like needed a bit more of an explanation.
Like the guy, what's it? I got his name here. Zelin. He dropped
Zelin.
People like the Celestial Toymaker's name in. And stuff
yeah,
like that.
Yeah, because he's like the toy maker would be proud, isn't he?
Yes, and it's just like they get no development.
No, not at all. And it was a bit disappointing. There was a segment in this episode which I, as an animator, absolutely loved.
Yes. We'll get to that when we get to it.
Yes.
For me, though, I agree with you. Do you know what? I bloody loved the character development of the companions. I thought it's second to none.
This was definitely a character development episode for companions rather than enemies.
This felt very RTD, didn't it? Because we're going back to their home and we're finding out about their characters. But if they're leaving in 3 episodes' time, is it too little too late?
Which, let's not spoil that. Basically, we think with a few things that this episode has developed, we think it might be possible that these companions are getting ready to leave.
Yes, if you don't
there was a lot of talk.
Yeah, there's been if you don't want any more spoilers, probably should stop listening after this bit.
Yeah. So I noticed that there was a lot of like talk of Ryan being like, what happens when, you know, we leave but everybody else at home continues to age and stuff like that. Similar to the Ponds and what they started noticing, where people were noticing they were getting a lot older than they were and stuff like that, you know?
Absolutely, but again, for me, I genuinely thought this was a story. Like, I didn't even think the villain's story was bad. Like, don't get me wrong, it wasn't bad. It felt like it. Like, here's what I would do to fix it. So what happens at the end, right, is she gets released, and then they go out, they try and eat some dreams, and the doctor saves them. This is what I would do, right? Get rid of the woman, just don't have her. Have the dude as the villain, and I
really liked him as a character.
Yeah, have Zelin as be the villain. Because then,
what was the other one's name?
I mean, everyone on the internet named her Elsa, but you called her Nicki Minaj.
I call her Nicki Minaj. Yeah.
Rakaya. Rakaya. There you go.
Nice. Okay.
But no, I did like the fact we got a cold open this week.
Yes.
However,
that's something that since Spyfall Part 1 and 2 we've missed. We've not got, and everybody loved them.
Can we just like decide whether we're doing them or not? I don't, you know, every time it's like I always think they always put something that would work as a cold open in every episode. Like,
Yeah.
Like the Tesla episode, you could just had the first bit with Nikola Tesla, and then Jodie walks to the door and says, "Have you found anything weird in here?" And then we go, dun,
Yeah,
dun,
definitely.
Dun, dun, dun. That's one for sure.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And then same one for Prisoner of the Dude. Blimmin' Praxius was easy. You just have all the build up, and then you cut to titles. Like I just love a good cold open. I love a good cold open.
Yeah, we've been spoilt by Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
9-9! 9-9! I've started watching the new series that came out this week.
Oh, have years.
2 eps in already, because they did the 2 ep special.
Nice.
You need to catch up, boy.
I know.
More stuff I need to catch up on. But no, so at the start of the story, we see the girl in Aleppo. Her name is it Tahira?
Yeah, it's like Tahira, because she says it with a weird accent.
So Tahira, I'm not going to try and pronounce it.
Tahira.
So she said it's going into this place, and then one of the teachers of this place is like, "Why are you running off?" And she's like, "Don't come anywhere near me, because he's there." And she's like, "Who?" And then all you see is a claw, which looks Sladine.
It's not.
Yeah. Can we just say
Get out of the way
Can we just say that CGI creature didn't need to be there?
No.
What purpose did it serve apart from the fact it roared or something and it brought them back to Aleppo? I don't know.
Yeah.
But I didn't think the CGI looked great. It
was good.
I didn't think it looked great myself. I didn't. I'm more of a fan of practical effects.
I'm always a fan of practical effects.
Even if it looks goofy, I'd much rather goofy than terrible CGI. Because at least I could take the bubble wrap things from what is it? Oh, the Ark in Space. Where I love the Ark in Space, by the way. I don't know whether you've seen that story before, but it's a really good one, good hitter. And yeah, I just thought that it didn't look very well. I didn't think it served a purpose either. I don't know what it is about Series 12, but it seems like apart from the last 2, and actually last 3. It seems like there's always 1 or 2 things that just need to get taken out, and it would have made no difference. Like you can do so much in Orphan 55. Take out a lot of those characters. You can take out James Buckley, unfortunately. I mean, I don't want to say that.
Yeah. You can though.
Didn't need him. And next week it looks like we got a smaller cast as well, which is good. But I think that I think you take away that monster dude. You don't need him. I don't know what it is about Doctor Who when they're always like every week we need a new creature or something. We don't need that. Some of the best stories in Who don't really have villainous creatures. For example, Turn Left. It has like a score. It's a beetle, isn't it?
It's a beetle on Donna's back.
And then one of my personal favourite stories of all time, Human Nature Family of Blood. Even though they're alien, they look humanoid. You have these scarecrows, but they're so practical that they feel real. Whereas this just took me out.
Yeah, I agree.
Human Nature, though, cracking story.
Oh, it's great. I love it.
What you probably know. What does David Tennant say in the message, but like in the outtake or whatever it is?
Oh right, he's like.
I had to have my text total.
Basically, in the episode, there's a message that the 10th Doctor leaves to Martha, and there's a segment of that is fast forwarded, and they did that practically, obviously. So they filmed David Tennant just being sat there, and he's listing everything. He's like, number 4, don't let me abandon you, and then he goes, and number 5. Don't let me eat pears. This is where the pears thing comes from. He's like,
and Capaldi still used it.
Yeah. And he goes, I don't want to be human in 6 months and wake up after tasting that. And then he's like, now I've got to speak for about 5 minutes with no hesitation, deviation, or whatever the other thing is. It's like that panel show on Channel 4. I'm going to finish up now by saying a few words along the lines of bingle bungle, dingle dangle, yickety tar, yickety doo, ping pong, lippy toppy tootar. And it's literally just saying gibberish. It's so good, I love it.
Do you know what? I don't even hate pears.
I despise them. I really don't like them.
I like a good pear, but it has to be a juicy pear, obviously. But well, hey.
I was gonna say I like a good pear too, mate.
Oh for God's sake! We try to be as PG as possible, but you know,
a nice pear with some melons. Imagine us doing a drunk podcast.
We need to do that at some point.
We do.
John, there's something you need to talk about, John. Who do you like to get drunk on occasion? Drunk podcast, you'd be like, yeah. If you like, do you want to go down the pub? You'd be like, nah. If you do a drunk podcast, absolutely. Do you want to get drunk and watch some
no, I totally go to the pub. I prefer pubs, I just don't like clubs, mate.
Unless you're with me, because of,
You get the ladies, apparently.
What is this turned into?
I don't really know, mate.
Back to Can You Hear Me? But again, that's really the biggest issue for me, is the villains are just nonsensical. Let's talk about the Elsa lady. I'll get her name up again. But what does she do, apart from... Rakia? I don't know. Rakaya. Rakia?
Yeah.
I don't know. What does she do? What did she do that Zelen couldn't do?
I'm not too sure.
Like, I've watched this twice, and I don't. By the way, we're getting all the negatives out of the way first. We're not hating on this episode completely, but Zelen's really cool. Like, for the first time you see Zelen, right? He's in the room. He looks scary because of what he's wearing. He's got the head tattoos.
He looks like a menacing guy.
Yeah, and then obviously with all the fingering jokes aside, when his fingers come out, it genuinely made me audibly go, ugh! Like, I genuinely went, what? Like, not in like a goofy way. Like,
what I noticed with this episode and this villain, I was getting a lot of Sarah Jane Adventures feels.
Yeah. Do you know what? Can I tell you a weird dream I had last night? No, it's not.
Is it going to be podcast safe, mate?
Yeah, God, yeah. It's kind of like Sarah Jane Adventures.
Okay.
So I was with the this is no word of a lie. I was with the Doctor and the fan, and obviously Graham's there. But then Oddball from Sarah Jane Adventures was the villain of the dream, and I haven't seen that episode of Sarah Jane Adventures in a long time.
Oh, have you not?
No. So I don't know where the frick this came from. And then, like, what happens is Oddball kills Graham or whatever, and then
it's Bradley Walsh murdering Bradley Walsh.
If you don't know, I'm disabled, so I was in a wheelchair. But then Oddball, I don't know why, but he could teleport in this. I don't know if he could in the show.
Oh yeah, he could teleport.
But he teleported into Graham, and then jump scared me in my own dream. So I woke up after a Graham jump scare. That was the dream. I don't know why. But there you go. That's an insight into my brain. But yeah, it definitely had that Sarah Jane Adventures vibe with the villains. It definitely felt like...
Yeah, and a lot of the music from this episode.
Yes, again,
was quite Sarah Jane.
Another good one from Segan.
Yeah, I really liked the music in this episode.
So you hated on Segan in episode 1, episode 3. You changed
This is the first time where I've been like, oh wow, I really like that.
Hashtag Segan is better than Murray Gold.
No.
I don't know.
Murray.
The later years of Murray Gold hated it for me, but I really thought the Zelen was really cool. As I said, the finger stuff, but actually you ordinarily go, ugh. I didn't like it when they had the practice. Okay, complaining about CGI. I didn't like it when the finger, it was clear rubber fingers just stuck in their ears. I was like, that looked a bit rubbish. But like the actual CGI, I love how we just contradicted ourselves. We love practical effects. They use practical effects. We hated it. But but no, I did think it worked. I thought the CGI with the fingers coming off and them regrowing was better than actually seeing the finger in the air, for me. But no, when we're on Earth, we have Yaz seeing her sister, but then we meet this new character who's Ryan's good mate Tibbo. I really like Tibbo. I really like the story.
Yeah, I liked his character as well.
Like, genuinely, we go to Tibbo's house. He's got 3 locks on the door, and I love Doctor Who continues with its Chips theme. Because Tibbo's at the door, he's like, not a good time, mate. But Ryan's like, I bought chips.
I bought chips, though.
To be fair, if I give you a door and you're like, it's not a good time, no, I bought chips, they'd be like, come on, man. Let's eat the chips.
I bought chips, though.
I don't know what it is about chips, but they're so good, man. If anyone said, even if I didn't want to hang out with them, but they were like, I bought chips. I was like, alright, come on.
Bought chips, though.
Do you know what? I think Tozer Cole gets too much hate. I really like him. I think he plays Ryan. Obviously, Ryan's quite a downplayed guy, but I like that personally. But no, we've seen Tibbo's face. It's not trashed, but it's not in a good state.
No. He's a bit of a messy pup.
And they're playing some FIFA. Ryan scores a sick goal. And by the way, I appreciate the fact the controllers are actually on, because a lot of time in media they're playing video games, but they don't have the controller on. And anyone that knows video games knows that you can't play the freaking game if your controller light's not on. It's like simple stuff. It gets on my nerves. Yeah, I thought it was really good, and then we get the bit where Timo's like, "Can you stay with like Ryan?" And I really like that character, and then we get the really cool Graham stuff where he's playing cards.
which is always needed. A little bit of Graham in every episode is always needed.
With the lads, Graham playing cards with the lads.
With the lads.
And like, what are you doing, Graham? And he's like, "I've been on some cruise ships."
Yeah.
Imagine Bradley Walsh on a cruise ship. Who wouldn't want to, who wouldn't want to be on that crew? No, I'm just saying though. Imagine Bradley Walsh as the entertainment on a cruise ship. You'd be loving it. I would be.
Even if he wasn't, I'd just be like, "All right, Bradders, all right, mate."
Yeah, but and I think the most interesting out of the three though was Yaz's relationship with her sister, because it seems to be they're marking a day of something, and we don't know what it is, but we find out at the end what day they're marking.
Yeah, I thought at first it was like their grandma's death.
Same.
You remember from Demons of the Punjab? Yeah.
Nanny Umbreen.
Yeah.
I love Umbreen. I thought especially the older version, I thought she was quite funny. We didn't get a dad or a mum in this one though. We just got sister. But they were marking a day, and Yaz is like, "I don't know why we still do this. It's a joke." But hey, I thought it was really cool. But then we find out more about the characters. But then as they go to sleep, as you said, blimmin' Zelin or Zealot or whatever, he decides to give them all bad dreams. And which of these dreams? I thought every single dream was interesting, because you see Tibbo's dreaming and he gets teleported away.
Yeah.
Yaz is dreaming. You see her on a road with her sister and a police woman, but you don't know what's going on. The police officer is like, "Where are you going?" or something, and then she wakes up because she sees Mr. Weird Fingers. Yeah. And then they all ring the doctor at the same time. The only issue is, again, the Sonic was overused in this episode.
Oh, for once I completely agree with you with that. A lot of the time I'm thinking the Sonic screwdriver, it's okay if it's being used as a prop and it's like being used to scan things or something like that. In this episode, it was so overused.
Again, my issue is when the doctor's using it for absolutely no reason. So she was like, when she was in the Aleppo or something, she scanned it and she was like, "Nothing. Why are you scanning it if there's nothing to scan? Put it away." And then when
use your eyes.
And also when she had to connect the call up, there's a button on your phone that does that anyway. Why are you using the Sonic? Just hit one button. If someone's calling you, I don't know about on your phone, but on my phone I can just go. And it connects the call.
Yeah.
But I get, it's a merchandising pop BBC. I like this design of the Sonic. I know a lot of people don't. I do. I think it looks quite nice. But put the goddamn thing away. It's getting to Matt Smith levels again, where you just don't need it. That's why John Nathan Turner got rid of it in The Visitation, because it's too much of a a crutch.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind seeing the Sonic screwdriver go away for a bit, I'll be honest. Wouldn't mind it at this stage.
Yeah.
However, no, they all connect the call, and then we get a really cool scene with Graham where the doctor's trying to figure out what Graham saw, because as you said earlier, Graham sees this woman in the vision and she's like, "Help me, Graham, help me." And then she goes, "Do you know what?" And she's surrounded by 2 planets by the looks of it. And the doctor's like, "What planet was it?" And he's like, "Oh, if you get me a planet inside."
Oh yeah. Yeah, he was like, "Do you reckon that you would be able to pinpoint the location of these planets?" And Graham goes, "You know what, Doc? I reckon if you got me an exact map of every single planet in the universe, then I wouldn't have any idea." I'll be honest, Doc, I wouldn't have any idea. It was such a funny moment. I love that.
I love Bradley Walsh. I've been loving a lot of Bradley Walsh. I've been watching a lot of that Breaking Dad as well.
Yeah, that's currently on, isn't it?
It may have finished this week. I'm not too sure. I missed this week's ep, but it may have finished. But the good, again, another really good moment. And then we home in on. She gets a bit of hair from this creature, but it doesn't exist. I wonder where that came from then. Also, she picked up that girl again that I keep forgetting. Because they're so recent episodes, I'll remember them later on when I've watched them a few times. Tahira, she's picked up Tahira. What is it with people just calling on the TARDIS this series? There's like, Tesla got a fanfare. Everyone else, just get on board. You don't need a fan. It kind of diminishes when, I think inevitably next series when we get a new companion, when they're like, "Oh my god, there's the TARDIS." You know, I don't think we're gonna. It's not gonna mean as much because we've seen everyone from this series just get on the bloody thing. But then they go on the space station, as you said, and then they see that Tibbo's there and all that jazz. I think is Jazz's sister there?
No.
Did she just get forgotten about? What happened to Jazz's sister?
She didn't get taken. She didn't get taken.
Okay. But no, Tibbo's there, and so is that lady from Aleppo earlier on. And then, you know, we get that moment where the Doctor's wandering around. She's like, I recognise this. What is this? It's, you know, my Sonic can't pick up any of this, thank God. She still kept bringing it out, though, for God's sake, woman.
Yeah.
It does get on my nerves so much. And it just, I like... then what we get is we get the great scene between Zellin and the Doctor. Jodie Whittaker's Doctor's very good at confrontation. You put her in a confrontation with someone, Jodie
She's
shines.
doing great. But if you put her in a conversation with someone...
She's socially awkward. However, I've already told you, because we did speak a little bit, because I was kind of having a mini panic attack on Sunday. That we'll get to it later, but I think that scene that you're referencing has more depth to it than what maybe on the surface.
Yes.
But yeah, and so then we get that lovely scene, and then turns out Swerve Time is that great. They didn't need Graham. The Doctor was the key, and now they got the Doctor. They're able to, because they've set free this woman. That's what they wanted. They wanted the Doctor on the space station to set free the woman, so they could go and eat all the dreams. Really cool. I was really hoping they put the Swerve would be actually like another version of the
Nightmare Man.
Nightmare Man. I was calling him the Dream Lord, but
well, wouldn't that be amazing if it was actually the Dream Lord?
Bring back Toby Jones, man. That'd be great. Who would you get to play a female Dream Lord? Because obviously, if the Dream Lord's meant to represent the Doctor, who would you?
Yeah.
Who would you get? Who'd be a very good opposition to Jodie Whittaker?
Maggie Smith.
Olivia Colman. You wouldn't.
Olivia Colman.
You wouldn't get her from Tyson.
She's Prisoner Zero.
Who cares? Like, is anyone gonna go?
Hang about.
She had 10 seconds in the episode.
Yeah.
Do you think anyone's gonna go? Yeah, you can't do that. Just get Frank Skinner again. But so yeah, it was a big swerve. But what do you think of the swerve? It didn't work for me. I just thought it was at this point we're like what 30 minutes in.
Yeah,
and it's just like, are you on the same wavelength as me about the swerve? It just didn't seem to fit.
Yeah, I agree. I felt that like I say, this villain felt very rushed. Even though they were like these big celestial beings that were from the dawn of time, it felt like they were not given the correct amount of screen time. Like, I'd have loved if it was some series arc where the Doctor was noticing things just suddenly appearing that weren't there before, or planets moving about or something like that, and it actually ended up being these godlike beings that were just manipulating the universe.
Yeah, because that would have been really cool. I mean, I do think the series arc that we are getting will be good, I hope. Fingers crossed. Watch my theory video. But, again, it did nothing for me. I thought it was rushed. Because the main reason about making it 50 minutes, right, and 10 episodes rather than 12 with 45, which I think 10 are really good stories opposed to 12 with 2 crap ones, is much better. I'd rather a much more solid series, let a shorter run, but more quality. Because there are, I mean, if we go back to apart from series 1, there are 3 episodes I could knock off the docket of every series. I'd go, no, thank you, skip.
Yeah, I agree.
By the way, I'd say this is up there for me with series 3, 1, 4, and 5 so far.
Yeah,
yeah, man. Has there been an episode that we hated? Like, completely.
True, actually, true.
Like. And there's been some crackers in there. Like, I thought Spyfall was one of the best openers.
Yeah.
And we've got a solid historical. We've got a solid mid-series episode. Very series 1.
Yeah. But then again, like you say, we haven't left Earth either.
Like series 1. All series 1 was space stations and Earth. Literally.
True.
If you think about it, the only times we left Earth were A, we had the end of the world, space station. B, the long game, space station. And then the finale, space station.
The same space station, yeah.
But apart from that, we never left Earth. We went back in time. but he never left Earth.
Yeah, I didn't even think of that.
But then, so I suppose the first non-Earthbound episode of Doctor Who was New Earth. Oh my god. Oh. RTD, what were you thinking?
I like New Earth.
Of course you do. I'd say Telerose.
Fair enough.
But again, I thought, I guess the series was really solid for me. Again, I just found out I don't hate this episode. But then we get to the really, really good parts of the story. And the Doctor that had been captured, we get more in depth of Yaz's dream first. So we get a bit more of her on the road with the police person. But her sister disappeared this time. It seems that she's got nowhere to go. She's lost. And that's really how now this is the most interesting one for me, because although there was a lot of memes on Twitter because the dregs are back, I really liked Ryan's stream. I really liked it. But not...
Yeah, it was back to the entire global warming thing, really, wasn't it?
Again, that's how you do the message, I think. The fact that Ryan was scared...
Yeah, make it discreet.
The fact that Ryan was scared that he wouldn't be there to fight against what was going on. I thought that was really cool. I don't know what you thought, maybe I'm overthinking it, but I thought that was genuinely a really nice idea.
Yeah.
And I like the fact that it was like old Timo, he was like... It was like, where'd you go? Because I like the fact that Ryan cares about his friends. It's more character depth for Ryan. It's subtle, but you can see how much he cares about his mates. And I like that. And then, Graham's one is probably my favourite.
Yeah, they brought back Grace! Fan favourite character.
I do like Grace, man. I like Grace. I thought she was really good, the woman who fell to Earth. No? You're not a fan?
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people wanted her to come back in frog form, but can't get everything. But no, there was this brilliant scene where Graham's waking up in bed and he's Grace telling him that his cancer's back. And I don't know about you, mate, but that shot me like a bullet. No, do you know? I was sitting there, I was like, oh god. Did you feel that? Have you felt that way through this episode? Because again, there's only one character.
Somewhat, yeah.
Like I felt maybe because cancer in my family is, as you know. It's done quite a bit and stuff. It just hit me. It just hit me quite hard. It was relatable, which is something that I haven't been able to say about companions, really. It's relatable, true. And that scene where it's just like, when Grace is like, I don't know you, why didn't you save me? That sort of stuff. Like, again, more theming. This is what we needed from the companions. However, if they are leaving, based on what happens at the end of this, it's too little too late. This felt like it should have been in series 11, really. At least this part of the story. You know what I mean? Where we were learning more of the backstory. The Yaz thing could have been a great series 11 story.
Yeah, definitely.
But no, and then probably the most interesting, however not my favourite, is the Doctors, where we hear the Doctor say, the Master say, something about the Timeless Child again. Our history has been faked or something in the memory of the Timeless Child or whatever. Oh, by the way, I miss Sacha Dhawan already. Bring him back. Sacha Dhawan, man, so good.
I'm starting to think that the Timeless Child is like Omega or Razalon or something.
Say it correctly.
Omega.
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 Yeah, I agree.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
That's Steve Moffat looking at how good the series is.
Oh my god.
Actually, no, he made Dracula, which got a lot of views, so fair enough. Steve.
Oh, it was a bit shit near the end.
It started really good.
Yeah.
And then got really bad. Oh, so you seen Dracula then?
No, my mum did.
Oh, why don't you watch more TV then? How way, man. But
way, man.
Then we get the funniest part. What's the correct word when it's not meant to be funny, but it is. Again, this is
ironically
funny.
Ironic.
Yeah, it's ironic.
Yeah.
George, should we take us through this? Because I know it made you laugh a lot more than it did me, even though I was still like going, what?
Well, I don't know what bit you're talking about.
Use the Force, Jodie.
Oh, right! The Doctor is a Jedi now, apparently. Basically, the Doctor's captured by... What's his name? Xanath? Zenin. She's captured by him. And she's now like, oh, no, now I'm tied up, but my sonic screwdriver's in my chest pocket. What am I going to do? And she literally... Like hops up and down a bit, and then her sonic screwdriver just like zips up to her hand, like literally as if it was like cut out in Photoshop and then just moved up there and placed. I have no idea why that happened, but it did. So naturally, the thumbnail for this video is Jodie Whittaker's Doctor using the Force to get her sonic screwdriver back.
I mean, it made me laugh, so...
It made me laugh, it was comical, but sonic screwdriver being overused again. It's just the sonic screwdriver being overused all the time.
Absolutely, and I'm happy you're saying this. But what would you do? Would you get rid of it completely? How would you...
I wouldn't get rid of it completely. What I'd do is just say, look, we're going to not use it as much. She can still carry it around with her, but I want to see, like, little cameos from the screwdriver like it was in the old days, where they'd be doing something or putting something together and then the screwdriver would come out to be a screwdriver, or to be like, oh, these TVs are broadcasting to somewhere.
Hungry.
Where are they broadcasting to? Yes, yeah, that's what I'm referencing.
No, but I don't know if you remember, but in The Woman Who Fell to Earth, she built the screwdriver out of Sheffield steel. And I remember thinking, this is going to be a doctor that's going to build things, like Pertwee, like Tennant.
Yeah.
And I was really excited, because we haven't got that in a while.
So was I.
I mean, everyone remembers the machine that goes ding when there's stuff.
The machine that goes ding when there's stuff. It's my timey-wimey detector. Sorry, I've got tonsillitis, so my impressions are way off.
Also, it can boil egg about 30 paces. Is it 30 paces?
Stay away from hens. It's not pretty when they blow.
We need to do Blink, because I think I've got a controversial opinion on Blink. But for me, we're at 30 minutes here, and I'm thinking, what? What's going on? And then we get this really weird scene where Zellin and the woman are in the street trying to get... They take an age, by the way. I don't understand why they're chatting. If you're going to take over the world... Your heroes are like, you know, they're out of it in your opinion. Just do it. In the words of Shia LaBeouf, what are you doing?
Just do it.
What are you doing wasting time going, it's time for your feast, and just do it! You know, like...
Don't let your dreams just be dreams.
It's actually annoying how they just stood in the street for like... It felt like 2 minutes. Like... You should get it like there was a good scene with the kid where like she was like, "There's no monsters or whatever.
There's no such thing as boogeymen," and then he appears and he's like, "That's not true."
No, and then he's like, and the kid goes, "Have you come to take me away?" And it's my
and it's George the Hemsworth.
Cameo in Doctor Who. I cameoed this week. Yeah, no.
That's funny.
Imagine I kept that from you, and I was in that scene. How gassed would you have been seeing me on your TV screen?
I'd be like, "Oh shit!" I'm like, "Why didn't you fucking tell me?"
And you look, it's actually written, instead of Crescendo, everyone's like, written by Ice Kingdom.
It's written by you, yeah.
To be fair, if I made this, I'm pretty happy for a first time Who script. I wouldn't be too bothered.
Yeah.
It might be quite solid. But no, the doctor's managed to get out, and she's realised that creature that she can't scan is from the kid from Aleppo's head. What was her name again?
I don't know.
Zathura. No, it's not.
Shakira.
It was Tahira. There we go.
Close.
But to realise it's from Tahira's head, so Tahira can control it. Okay, sure.
Yeah, because it's her nightmare.
I love Chloe Webber. No, that's what it reminded me of. Because I didn't get it.
No.
Like that's sort of like there's a few stretches here, and the person that had written this was their first script for Who. I feel like if they did a second script, it would be a lot more tight and refined. By the way, I don't mind the fact that the chimp is right. Do you know what? I like the fact that chimp's on every script of the series, because it means the series has got more direction.
Yeah,
I think that's why we're getting at least something in every episode. I don't think he's doing all that much to the general story. I think he's leaving the general story up to the main writer.
Yeah.
You know? But the Doctor calls them back to Aleppo, sonics them away into the ball in between the planets, and that's that. What an absolute...
Yeah, that's the episode.
We get another 10 minutes of good stuff. But in terms of the main central villain plot...
That's that, yeah.
Is this one of the worst endings since Power of 3 for you? Because it is for me.
Yeah, I agree.
Power of 3 was really good in my opinion until the ending. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
That's when we found out the Doctor invented the Yorkshire pudding. Pudding yet savoury.
remind you of anything?
But it just didn't work. I don't understand. They got this bigger runtime. Yeah, they didn't use it, and they actually had time here to do. They could have used it at least in a minute or two. We're not saying give an in-game style end battle for 20 minutes. But don't just Sonic them away. They're meant to be some of the biggest gods of all time, and the Sonic video. Oh, I've got an app for gods. Like what? It gets on my nerves. Like
yes.
Like this. I just like was it? Cause I thought there's going to be a really inventive way of defeating them here with the weird creature thing, and they didn't.
Yeah.
And that's where my biggest issue lies with this one. However, the next 10 minutes are genuinely really, really, really good.
Yes. Yeah,
so I believe we start off with Ryan and Tibbo. And this is where they start planting the seeds because Tibbo's like, when are you going to be back? And Ryan's like, I don't know.
He's like, I don't know, mate. He's like, you could have told me about everything that you've been doing. He was like, would you believe me? And he's like, no.
Yeah, because Tibbo got to the space station. She's like, what the hell's going on? That was a good reaction. That's how you do space reaction. Tibbo was good. I like Tibbo.
Prank?
I want to see Tibbo.
He's like, no.
I want to see Tibbo again. But he won't.
Yeah, so do I.
Maybe we'll see him in the Dalek story on Earth. Why not?
Maybe.
In the New Year special. I really hope we do.
With Ryan's dad.
Don't you dare. I don't like Ryan's dad. A bit of a prat. But no, so then we get that moment and Ryan's off and he like gives Tibbo a hug goodbye and Tibbo's like, don't be a stranger. And Ryan's like, I won't be. But then...
He will.
Yeah, he will, definitely. He won't be back for at least a year, probably, knowing how the Doctor controls the blooming TARDIS. You think because the TARDIS has more control about how... Do you think the TARDIS is the biggest troll ever? Because if the TARDIS is sentient, surely the TARDIS could just fix where the Doctor's going.
Well, it's said that the TARDIS... Peter Capaldi put it the best way. You don't pilot the TARDIS, you negotiate with it. You end up halfway between where you want to go and where you need to be.
Aye, fair enough. But I just think the TARDIS should need a bit of respite from, running away from things.
Yeah.
Come on, poor TARDIS. Again, though, right, we get to the bit where Yaz and... We recap Yaz's dream. It turns out when Yaz is about, we're going to say 17, 16, she was running away.
Well, it was 3 years ago, and she said that she was at school, so I'm assuming she was around 17.
Yes. And...
Assuming she went sixth form.
Yeah, and again, we get this nice bit of where she's like directionless, and she's like, no one will understand. Because again, it wasn't played down. They could have easily made it a really bitchy teenager, but they didn't. It was just Yaz's like, I'd have no direction. And the police officer's like, let's take you home, your family are worried about you. I think it was actually Yaz's sister that called, which is a nice touch. I think it was Yaz's sister that was like, they said, your sister's on the phone, she's really worried about you, and stuff. And again, it just worked for me.
Yeah, I really liked that. This is one of Yaz's best episodes for me.
Like last week as well. Praxeus and this has done a solid.
Yeah.
And again, I love the bit where she's like, look, I'll bet you 50p. If in 3 years' time, you haven't done anything, I'll give you 50p. But if you've done something in 3 years' time, you've got to come to me and give me 50p. And we get this nice scene where Yaz knocks on the door, because obviously she's a police officer, so she'll be in the database somewhere. And she finds Yaz, she finds the policewoman, and hands her the 50p. And she's like, you probably don't understand you don't remember who I am, but here you go. What a moment.
And she goes, my name's Yasmin, and she goes, Yasmin Khan, I flippin' do remember you.
Which, by the way, again, some people maybe think that's cringy. Some people have said that to me before. So,
What, flippin'?
Yeah, flippin'. Especially,
yeah, I say flippin'.
I say flippin' quite a bit.
Flippin's a British thing, though, isn't it?
Flippin' heck.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's chips, though, really. Like, fries are a lot smaller.
Yeah.
Like, whenever I have an American friend who's like, I don't understand you guys' fascination with French fries. And I'm like, because we have nice, large chips that taste of stuff that isn't just potato. Because we put a lot of salt and stuff. Go to a Wetherspoons when you're in England, mate. You'll understand. Tell me I'm wrong. But
true, to be fair, they do have real good chips.
Yes. And then we get my favourite scene of the episode, for me. Graham's on the TARDIS, he's like, Doc, I don't know who else to talk to, but I'm worried about my cancer coming back. I've had this dream, and the doctor goes, is this where I'm meant to say something? Sorry, I'm still so awkward. And although it's played for laughs on the surface, do you agree with me about what I think might be happening there?
Yeah, I do.
I think
Do you want to go ahead?
I think the Doctor might know something about Graham's cancer and it returning. And if they take Graham out this way, I'll be honest, tears will be streaming. Because I don't think there's any. Without joking, I don't think there's any more of a relatable way to take out a companion than with such a horrible disease, and it will make for good television. Because and I cried when Amy and Rory left. I cried when Matt Smith left. A tear dropped down my eye when Capaldi left, but I haven't cried since. I think this might break my... Have you ever cried at who?
When I was very, very young, I don't really cry, I'll be honest.
Do you not get invested as much?
Huh?
Do you not get invested as much?
No, the last time I cried was Endgame. But that's because Endgame is Endgame. You know?
Yeah. But we were crying of joy. We had like a tripod and a camera set up with just our live reactions for that film. Although it's illegal, that would have gangbuster views.
Yeah.
Because if people actually watched it, they would have gone, they're hyping that up for camera. But no, we genuinely were like grabbing each other and jumping for joy. It was great.
I like everything, yeah.
Yeah, it was insane. But no, I feel like I'll cry. I feel like I'll cry. And yeah, if they do take Graham out that way, do you think it would be the biggest companion death since the Pond? Well, I suppose it is.
Yeah.
Because technically Clara didn't die, but
well, technically the Ponds didn't die.
Technically no, but the Doctor can't land the TARDIS in New York, and that
for some reason, even though he's there in Return of Doctor Mysterio.
And also, just land it outside, get a bus, grab them, and get them back. You know, it's like Moffat must have thought I'm really clever here. And then when he looked on Twitter, he went, "Oh shit."
Oh no, wait, maybe I'm not that clever.
But no, and then that's kind of where the episode ends. But we do get a nice scene between Ryan and Yaz, and Ryan's like, "Is this just our lives now? Is this all it is? Travelling with the Doctor? How long can it last?" And the Doctor's like, "Are you ready for another trip?" And they all go, "Yeah." But everyone's look on their face is sort of like not really into it anymore. Do you think this is setting up their departure?
I really do think so, yeah. If not this series, then definitely next series.
Do you think they're all going to die, or do you think one of them will die? Or
I think Graham might go. I'll be honest. I do think she might be the one.
If Graham goes, man, I'm just saying. You better not laugh at me if I do cry, because I'll send you a video, man. You better not laugh, man. I didn't laugh at you for Endgame, and you cry at the weird bit.
Oh, then what weird bit? It's not weird. It's heartwarming.
I mean, to be fair, I cried at it too, but like, you know, but he cries at the handshake between
Ned and Peter at the end, when they've just met up with each other for the first time since the snap, and they're all like, "Ah, shit, it's really nice. I really like it."
You have to do a Marvel, like a marathon at some point.
Yeah.
Every week is a different film. Even do the Incredible Hulk. That'd be fun.
Yeah, man.
But now it's time to get onto characters before we get to scores on the doors.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got we'll go from these guys down. So we've got Grace, who's very little, but I think every time Sharon D. Clarke comes on, she's got such a screen presence as Grace.
Yeah, I agree.
Like every time you come on, you feel that gut punch for Graham. Because although you didn't know her for very long, I really liked her when you fell to Earth. Everything you see of her, you get their relationship, her and Graham's relationship, really well. You could tell she cares for Ryan, and I think it's great.
Yeah.
So I think her role in this is brilliant. Sonia Khan, I was kind of hoping when they announced her for this that they would get a scene between her and Ryan just for the bands.
Being like, all right.
just to annoy her, but Bhavishna Palmer was really good as Sonia again. But my actual MVP for this episode, Tibbo. I love Tibbo. I think he reminds me of a Mickey type character. Just a very down to earth, relatable dude.
Black guy.
I wasn't going for that. Name me one since though.
True, Rory.
He's not a side character.
I suppose he was for a little bit.
Yeah, that don't count. He became one.
And Mickey wasn't really a side character.
He only travelled for 3 episodes, and he was never a series regular.
Oh, I suppose.
He was never a series reg. Never.
Yeah, I suppose.
So yeah, Tibbo, like again, he's just like really down to earth guy. and like he felt real, which is something in Who that we missed throughout the Moffat era. Every time you write a character, they'd always have to be like a like a stereotype of someone, and we're not getting that anymore.
Yeah.
And I really like it. The only stereotype we got was that Donald Trump standing in Arachnids in the UK.
Yeah.
And that was oh my god. What about Tahira? I thought for a kid actor, she wasn't bad.
No.
Oran Gavalia was actually quite alright. I didn't think she had much to do. Unfortunately, again, maybe a side character that we didn't need. I didn't really get the Aleppo stuff, to be fair. I thought it could have worked with the companions going back, and then them finding this dude, and then the finales on Earth, rather Sheffield, rather than.
Yeah.
I was thinking about it. Did the Aleppo stuff serve any purpose? Despite a really cool cold open.
Yeah, I suppose not, man. I suppose not.
Decent Chibnall every time he writes an episode, he's got like a dartboard of the
and he just like throws a dart at it. Yeah.
It's like this week we're gonna go there. But no, she was fine. What about Rakia? My least favourite character, because she was meant to be the main villain and fell flat. It's nothing to do with the actor. I thought the actor was fine. It was just what they had to do. It was really bad. Really bad.
Yeah.
But actually, another MVP for me was Zelen. Ian Gelder was incredible. For what he had to do, I thought was really good. And again, he had that great scene with the Doctor, that sort of very good interrogation scene. He might be my favourite villain of the series, Bard the Master.
Yeah, I really liked him. I really, really liked him. He was giving me, the episode of the Sarah Jane Adventures with the Gemini bloke who could like control the star signs and stuff like that.
Yes.
Yeah, he was giving me those sorts of vibes, and I really, really liked it. I was digging it.
I need to find that dude now. I need to remember his name because it's so good. But no, I thought he was really good. I could see him coming back. Like, would you like him back?
Yeah, I'd like to see. I want to see, because he's not dead. He's just trapped in the prison. I'd really like to see his character being developed slightly more in the future. I really, really would.
Yeah, it's called Secrets of the Stars.
Yes.
And I thought it was really cool. But no, I thought. But again, you're right with that dude. I thought, yeah, he did remind me of that. Very good stuff.
Can we really quickly talk about the animation that was like halfway through the episode?
Oh shit! Yeah, absolutely, man. You go for it.
So basically, at one point they're describing who these celestial beings are, and rather than just doing just telling us who they are, they decide to do a small 2D animation, which I really, really respect.
It reminded me of Deathly Hallows Part 1.
Yes, exactly. Deathly Hallows, the brother of the tale of three brothers. Yeah, definitely gave me those sorts of vibes. So yeah, it was basically, it was a 2D animation. I don't know who did it. I don't know who they commissioned to do it. I really, really liked it. I liked the fact that it was there. It's something that Doctor Who has like never done before. And I would love it if these characters came back and had an exposition sort of thing where they described it like that again. Sort of they made it character-only traits.
Do you know what? I reckon these guys would work well on Big Finish.
Yeah.
I could see, I mean, obviously it wouldn't work unless they did it post, but imagine like a McCoy episode with these two. I think that would really work well. I'm on a McCoy high, man, since the box set came out. Ace. I can't do the voice.
Ace.
Yeah, you're bad.
Yes, Ace.
I don't know how your tonsils. Tonsils?
No,
tonsils.
Yeah, it really hurts. It really hurts.
Again, I'm going to quickly, what we'll do, we'll go through the cast, and I want to talk about Timeless Child theories, because that was a big part of the dream. However, it wasn't really referenced in this episode enough for us to talk about it. So who's left in the cast? We have got 2 seconds. I made a massive error of my thing. We have got just the main 4 now. So we'll talk about Ryan first, because I think he got the least to do, really. His story was more about Tibbo, but again, I liked hosting Cole in this role. I think it gets too much hate in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. He was good in this episode. He was more down to earth. Apparently he's good at FIFA. Apparently he actually enjoys playing FIFA. So
I do.
Something
I do. So.
Oh, you cretin!
I like football though, don't I? So of course I enjoy playing a bit of FIFA.
Yeah, but FIFA as a game is just bad.
No, I only play it with my mates. I'm not gonna play it solo and get all the packs and whatever. Or look at my blue Ronaldo. I don't get FIFA, but I play it with mates. So yeah, Ryan played FIFA correctly.
Yes.
But yeah, again, I like the fact that also we forgot to mention the scene where he gets his friend mental help. Insane. He's like, yeah, I'll make you a promise. I'll come back as long as you do this for me. And there is a lovely scene where I don't know whether he's talking to his family about something or it's like a counsellor or whatever. However, beautiful scene.
I don't know if it's like his family or like an AA meeting.
However, just good stuff. Good message for depression. Again, another message in this episode of Who, but done well.
Yeah.
It shows how badly they did it in Orphan 55.
Orphan 55, yeah.
But even then, I don't even hate Orphan 55 on reflection. I watched it again. I watched it again the other day, and I was like, it's not good, but it's not as bad as like there's worse episodes in other series. For sure.
Yeah.
Like New Earth and Idiot's Lantern. But I just hate the series too, though. So you know. And then what do you think about? We'll go with Yaz next. I thought Yaz again. Good performance by Mandit Gill.
Yep,
Crack.
I agree. This was my favourite episode for her character.
Is that because she wasn't stupid in your words and decided to go on her own adventure?
Yeah, and it's because I don't know. I just really liked her in this episode. I liked her a lot.
I like that one. Then Graham, once again, funny and heartbreaking. Bradley Walsh, you can tell, is definitely the best actor of the three companions. Obviously, that's just down to experience. I mean, when you've been in Coronation Street, that's really where you get the most premier actors in the world. So, of course, he would have picked it up from there. I kid, obviously, Coronation Street is some of the worst television, in my opinion. But no, genuinely, this he can be really funny at moments and really heartbreaking at others. If we lose Bradley Walsh like that, I think that's going to be the biggest hit for next series, trying to get another companion as good as Graham.
Yeah.
But who would you like to see in a companion, actually? Whilst we've named all three, who would you like to see?
I don't know, man.
I assume a male, right? Just so that we don't have over-tipped female, over-tipped male sort of thing. Because I'd like to see a female doctor with a main male companion. Just flip it on its head. I want Jodie with the one-on-one this time. I think we've done multiple companions, it's cool. But I'd like Jodie to really get close to a companion. Obviously, she's close to the fam. But I want like an Amy and Doctor sort of, Amy and Eleven sort of relationship where they're just really close buds, and they care for each other. But speaking,
I don't know, man.
Whoever it is, I think make them not from Earth.
Yeah, that's something that the new series of Doctor Who is missing quite a bit.
Yes, absolutely.
Every single companion has been from Earth.
And in the modern day, you can at least make them from the past or future or something.
Yeah.
Like, just do something a bit different. Hey, I think it worked. And then finally, Jodie Whittaker get another solid performance. She's definitely understood where this role is now.
Yeah, definitely.
She's definitely got it now. I think she's done the Dave Tennant thing, where her first series she's a bit rocky. Obviously, she's not bad.
No.
Rocky. She didn't click as quickly as Matt Smith did for me. I think Matt Smith got the role the fastest out of the modern Doctors.
Yeah, I agree.
Instantly got it. Again, Jodie was great though, and that's characters. So, what was that?
That was my mouse falling off my desk.
But now it's time for we've got a bit more about the Timeless Child, and it's a little small black girl, which leads you to believe it's Grace. Not Grace. Grace! Yeah, it's Grace. It's Ruth, not Grace.
You racist.
Oh no, I'm so sorry. Ruth, I meant Ruth. It's Ruth. Do you think it's Ruth?
So Ruth is... Yeah, most likely.
But who do you think Ruth is?
I still think that she's some sort of clone of the Doctor.
Ruth is Omega.
Either that...
Ruth is Omega.
Oh, yeah, Ruth is Omega.
I think next week we got a Mary Shelley episode, which I hope Frankenstein is based off the Cybermen. I think that's we can see the lone Cybermen next week, and then the 2-part finale is the Cybermen in full force teaming up, and that's going to be a massive 2-part finale.
That would be great, wouldn't it?
I wouldn't mind another
That'd be
3-parter,
awesome.
but another loose 3-parter.
Yeah.
Because, like, again, I think it's going to be good fun. I just like, you know, the next episode is called The Haunting of Villa Deotai. I don't know how you'd say it. I'll let you pronounce this one, buddy.
I don't know what it
I'll
is. I don't know.
Send you a screenshot. Because
Okey-dokey.
Alex's pronunciations are always never on point. But this one's actually quite difficult, so... Okay, one thing I've got to give credit to is all the episode titles this season have been pretty good.
That is The Haunting of Villa Diodati.
There you go, he's got it.
Diodati.
Again, it's the Mary Shelley episode, but as I said, I think we don't know if the Sidemen are in this one. We know they're in the finale. But again, the next time trailers are very good at hiding what the episode's about. You get like 10 seconds of random clips that kind of give you a feel for what's happening.
Yeah.
I like that though, because I remember in the Moffat
Yeah.
you could watch a next time trailer and go, well, that's the ending sorted. Do you know what I mean? Do you like the shorter next time trailers, or do you think they need to be a bit longer?
I like the shorter next time trailers. It gives you enough to go on for the next episode. One thing that I do miss is being able to like theorize what's going to happen in the episode and stuff like that. Like I remember, me and my mum realized. Well, my mum actually, when the entire River Song, Who is River Song plotline was going on in series 6 and 5 and everything, my mum actually theorised that it was Amy and Rory's child, and I was like, what the hell are you talking about, mum? And it was, obviously.
How did you,
So
was that just one that, did she have any evidence, or did you just pull it?
Yeah, she had evidence for it and everything. Also, she was like, obviously it's the doctor's wife. I was like, okay. And then she was like, I think that it's Amy and Rory's child. And then the kid was called Melody Pond in the episode in A Good Man Goes to War, and she goes, Melody Pond, River Song. I was like, what do you mean? She was like, Melody, Song, River, Pond. I was like, oh, hang on. You're on to something there, Mark.
She did it. You're doing it, mate. But anyway, mate, it's time for scores on the doors. I think I went first last week. So anyway, what are you going to give this 1 out of 10?
I'm going to give this episode an 6.5 out of 10.
Okay, I'm going 7.
Okay, cool.
So I preferred this 2 weeks in a row that I preferred the episode a bit more than you. But again, none of it. I would say a 6.5 is bad. Ow. 6.5 is like, it's okay. Right? Is that how you gauge it?
Yeah,
To wrap up the thoughts?
So I think the episode as a whole was good. A lot of good character development and stuff like that. Just the lack of use of the main villain really just got on my nerves a little bit, I'll be honest.
Absolutely, same for me. I echo those thoughts. Anyway, guys, what did you think of the episode? Next week we'll be back with our bumper episode. Remember, it's gonna be about 2 hours.
Sonic!
It's gonna be 2 hours long, at least.
I'm so excited.
So yeah, we'll be seeing Sonic as long as Tonsillitis Boy is healthier. And until then, guys, have a good week. I'll be out with another theory video after the Mary Shelley episode, see what's going on there. So another theory video will be coming out, whether we see the Cybermen in that episode.
And hopefully the time lapse for the thumbnail will be done literally like when this is uploaded. I'll upload that as well.
Yes, you can follow me on Twitter at AlexKing_Dom. Do you want to plug any socials, mate?
Look up me Instagram, untempered_production.
There you go, follow his Instagram. George will be back on the channel next week with our review of Sonic and that episode with Mary Shelley in it. And we'll see you guys then. Have a good week and goodbye.